It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Spectrum Center in Uptown Charlotte, tonight, the Charlotte Hornets taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The Hornets secure the opening tip as they get the basketball first. We're underway in Charlotte. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Easy path to the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Durant to Nick Batum. Here comes the screen. Batum to Durant. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Batum. The Hornets with 4 to shoot to Batum. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off their hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Durant. Here comes the screen. Kevin Durant lets it fly. No good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Batum to Durant from long range. His first effort off the mark. Smith now into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Shot from the lane won't go.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Terry Rozier at the line. Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Rozier into the front court. 2-point advantage. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from in close. No good. To Simmons. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Ben Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. First one goes down.
Number 0.
Goes 2 for 2. Hornets at the controls of this one. To Miles Bridges. Nikola Batum, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Harris to Simmons. And a pass taken away by Charlotte. And the basket good at the rim.
Ooh, Ed, looking like the young Manu Ginobili with hair out there with the Euro step.
That wasn't that long ago, was it? Simmons. Shot clock winding down for 3 and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Hornets have the basketball. Joel Embiid sends it away. That's out. Last touch by Terry Rozier. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Substitutions. Charlotte.
And the front court comes Simmons. The score 10-8. Driving right to the basket. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Throws it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Sizing up the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw up and good. And the 3-point play puts them up early in this one. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
To Simmons. From the painted area, won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
He'll let one fly from half court. So the Hornets with the lead after 1 at Spectrum Center. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Second quarter is set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. And throws it down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Drive by Harris, but his shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Embiid to Horford. Lets it fly from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Short jumper won't go down.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
To Durant. Richardson to Horford. 4-3. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Durant. Miles Bridges. Al Horford swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Richardson. Textbook defense. To Durant. The drive. Right to the...
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. And scores, plus the foul. Al Horford taking it to the basket. And now with a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Al Horford trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Free throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. Now a timeout coming here from the Hornets coach as he'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Ben Simmons snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Sixers have the basketball. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Durant with the basketball up top. Down 8. Has a look. Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
I know these mishaps happen defensively, but sometimes this can be the best thing for an offensive player who maybe hasn't found his rhythm yet. Don't let him get going.
Oh, nice step through to get to the basket.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Durant across the timeline. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Joel Embiid with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Count it.
You know what we call that, Ed? We call that now you see me, now you don't.
KD with the rock. Kevin Durant. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
To Richardson. Here's a chance from long range, and Josh Richardson knocks down a wide-open look.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Good look that time, but off the mark. Here's Simmons with it up top. It's an 11-point game. Oh, emphatic slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Can't miss those. Horford. There it is, Al Horford. He's now 4 for 6. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's good, and it gets them closer as we reach the end of the first half. First half comes to an end, and the 76ers have to be feeling good.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The 76ers were the dominant team in that first half, without question. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. The Charlotte Hornets may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Charlotte Hornets,
Game track. Blocks.
the Hornets must be more thoughtful about their shot selection in the closing half of this matchup. Too many times they found themselves getting their shots swatted away. Now it's time to commit to the extra pass and use that against an increasingly eager defense.
Player of the half.
Simmons did a remarkable job of swatting shot after shot. Scorers have got to be thinking twice when he's within range. It's not often you see a guard pile up this many blocks. It just shows you how athletic he really is.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Simmons into the front court. Up a dozen. Shot from the lane won't go. To Rozier. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Simmons driving, but a shot no good.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
To Nick Batum. Here comes the screen. Batum. Won't go down. Fires the three. Hits the trifecta.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Rozier with it. The deficit now up to 13. To Batum. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. To Richardson. Trying to cash in. Josh Richardson. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Simmons with it. The lead is 15. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To Nick Batum. Short jumper won't fall. Going to launch beyond the arc. Harris always looking to create a shot, even ones like those.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Durant to Rozier. Joel Embiid rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Fires the three. No good. To Durant. Batum. Here comes the screen. Durant to Batum. Beyond the arc for three. Not that time. He missed it. From long range. Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
For three. To Nick Batum. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Durant lets it fly. Deep two there, won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Durant to Batum. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Nick Batum at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Free throws good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Burke with it. Looking to make something happen. The shot clock for Philadelphia. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, smothering D. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His guys down big to Durant. Lets it fly from long range, won't go down.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
That ends the third quarter, and a great start for the 76ers. Hornets with the first possession here in the fourth quarter. And they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ball game, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch, once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
4-3. He drills the three.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Rozier into the front court. Down a bundle. Joel Embiid. Huge block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Here comes the screen. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Mike Scott. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Batum to Miles Bridges. Here's a chance from long range. Contested shot. Miles Bridges off the mark.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Rozier with it. He'll run the offense. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
To Nick Batum. Joel Embiid pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. To Batum. Miles Bridges to Nick Batum. The Hornets with 4 to shoot. Kyle O'Quinn sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Gets a look. Can't hit. Joel Embiid with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
It goes down.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
To Batum. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Fires the three, and the rebound by KD. To Rozier. Durant buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Trey Burke. Yes, three-pointer is good.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Miles Bridges to Durant. Miles Bridges to Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. That won't go. And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Has a chance. The shot missed by Smith.
After a miss like that, you at least have to rub your hands on your shorts. At least make it seem like the ball slipped.
Hornets right now in possession. Durant on the drive, but he can't get it to go. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Fires the three. Can't connect. It's no good. Slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Sixers call for time. High fives all around. This game is well in hand in the final minute. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Josh Richardson. Shot off the mark. Good defense. He'll put it up. At the buzzer. Shot at the buzzer does indeed go down, but it only affects the final score. This ball game is over. The Sixers are victorious as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers were simply amazing in this contest. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Hornets lost this game long before the final buzzer. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun.
Game track. Field goals. Player of the game.
Simmons could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here are the upcoming games for the Charlotte Hornets. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.